Hi, welcome back to another instalment of Computex 2011. We're joined by Andy Davis, Director of Marketing at Displaylink. Andy, we've got a Toshiba mobile monitor here, and it's powered by some really interesting Displaylink technology. Tell us a bit about it.
Indeed. So this is the latest Toshiba mobile monitor. This is a 14-inch display. It's completely bus powered over USB 2. So we have a single cable running between the host laptop and this panel. The panel itself is a notebook panel capable of 1366 resolution, and you can see we're actually playing back an HD video clip right here, and our technology is embedded in the back of this display.
Okay, so it's your compression that's making that possible. We've picked it up, and it's amazing how light that screen is. It feels lighter than most books, so it's incredibly portable. Looking ahead beyond that, the chip you've got here is a USB 3 upgrade, basically.
Exactly. So this is our latest USB 3 silicon, the DL3000 series, which we've just recently announced. The interesting thing about this, of course, is that Intel have just announced that they're integrating USB 3 into their next chipsets. So we're expecting a booming market for the USB 3 silicon. The USB 3 can work in conjunction with our USB 2, no problem, so they're completely backwards compatible. And our new silicon and software works just as easily with the USB display as it does even with full HD displays behind us or multiple displays.
Okay, USB 3 is going to bring some advantages too. Greater bus power, so possibly larger displays.
Indeed.
What are the limitations of this technology? How many displays are you going to be able to drive from one system, and what kind of impact will it have on system resources?
So system resources impact is actually something we've been working with over the years. Our compression algorithm is completely dynamic. So you can think of us like a number of gears in a car, that as we need to be able to compress more, we can just dynamically adjust the compression capabilities. So if you were to plug in a hard drive or something like that, we monitor that, we'd see that adjustment, and should be within a couple of frames, we'll just naturally adjust. So even if you're watching a video at the time, you'll barely see any impact on that. In terms of connectivity with our devices, our latest silicon actually supports, on our high-end chip, the 3900, will support dual-head graphics displays right off one single chip, as well as integrating 5.1 surround channel audio and gigabit Ethernet. So clearly the capabilities have moved considerably further forwards than we had with our previous USB 2 silicon.
Okay, USB 3 is also going to give us more bandwidth. So what about Blu-ray and digitally protected content?
So our current latest silicon, the DL3000 series, actually integrates the HDCP capabilities. So we have the keys right built into the chip. So all of our chips, as they ship out of the factory, will have the key capability in. We've been working with Intel, obviously, on HDCP 2.0 for some time now, where that ratifies USB as a content protection path. And just in the last month, we've also got the certificate signed with Microsoft for protected video path and for protected environments. And that's giving us an end-to-end solution. So now, going forward, this is going to be the only silicon solution for USB graphics that you're going to be able to plug in a Blu-ray disc and play.
Okay, so this Toshiba version that you have at the moment has been available in the US for a few months. When are we going to expect to see this in the UK?
So interest has been building rapidly around the globe for this one. It was launched in around about March timeframe in the US. The UK market and the European market's already showing a lot of interest. We expect it to be there probably in the next few months. It's one of these areas we're going to watch this space, but the interest is growing considerably.
Okay, and beyond this, when are we going to see the first USB 3 versions?
I think the USB 3 versions are probably going to come end of the year or early into next year. It's going to be driven a lot in the USB 3 space by what Intel's done with the chipset. So the integration in the chipset now is going to drive more connectivity, ability to have more than one USB 3 port off a notebook. And that's going to then suddenly get a lot of interest from the graphics guys, the notebook guys, and the monitor guys to integrate these together.
Okay, thanks Andy. Stay tuned for more from Hexus.